Ooh. Alright. Uh, this how I'm coming out with my videos. Uh, Pretty much, I don't do entries no more. I, I pretty much don't see the point of none of that, you know. But I basically just coming to make this video because I had something that I wanted to speak on, and I feel like that's how I'm gonna just start coming with videos. Like just when they come to me, like when it's time for me to speak truth, you know, as energy in these videos, you know, just going forth with a message or something I just want to speak on that I have that just I came about seeing out in day to day, something that you could probably relate to yourself. Now, basically today, it's a beautiful ass day today too on planet Earth. I just want to let you know that right now. Uh, First off and foremost, this sun is hot. This sun is hot. Oh yeah, this sun is definitely hot, and it's heating up. This probably gonna be the hottest summer. Mark my words, this probably gonna be the hottest summer because where I'm at, the weather is definitely it's up to the max. It's up to the max. But that's not what I want to speak on. What I want to speak on was something caught my attention today in such a massive way. And being that you probably can agree with me upon this, you know, maybe this would be something that we share in common as far as being awakening. Now we know that, you know, I have learned to know that I'm an empath, and this I have even, you know, went into long analyzation with about how I'm an empath, and I can feel energies of others. I can feel my energy, and when it becomes sensitive in a situation or around in areas that I'm in, and you know, I kind of learn how I'm sort of in, you know, I'm in monk mode with that, and working how to, you know, balance my energy out and around others. This shit was on my face the whole fucking time. What the hell is that? Oh, whatever. But yeah, so that's something I learned about myself. And what I'm getting to is that, so I was out today, I was riding my bike, you know, and I went to the store because I had to go grab something. So I went back out into, you know, the general public, and I saw some things that, you know, sure, you know, I keyed in on. Now, one thing I keyed in on was that there were people out, no mask on. So what's going on and happening here where I stay, I don't know if that restriction has come up or whatnot, or what the hell they doing. You know, I don't keep up with what the government got going on and whatnot. So I just noticed that. So when I was out grabbing what I had to grab, I noticed that no people were, like, some people were in there wearing masks and some weren't. So, you know, the fact that just, I keyed into that to be like, you know what I'm saying, okay, maybe, you know, they lightening up with the mask or whatnot where I stay. Because I heard that some, you know, some places around the world have opened back up and masks aren't as, you know, mandatory anymore and things like that. So, but that's not what I'm getting to. And I know I keep talking around the situation and things like that. Gemini energy, this Mercury retrograde been good for me. It's been good. It's been having me open up to a lot more. And I just didn't notice how this shit has made me very talkative. Like, very fucking talkative. Like, it's just didn't open me up to just, like, talk so fucking much. Blabber, blabber. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But anyway, yeah, so I went to the store and I rode my bike up there. Now, here was my situation riding my motherfucking bike, though. Being that they ain't got no place, you know, cause shit, I live, quote unquote, I come from the hood, okay? So with me, possessions, personal shit that I have of mine, I'm always on the up and up. I don't give a fuck where I'm at in the world. I could be in the most nicest area. I have that mentality still within me to know that, you know what I'm saying, if something get left outside that's yours and it's not, you ain't got it strapped up to a building or something like that, if you ain't got proper protection upon whatever you have, somebody can easily still steal your shit, okay? Because we still live in a world where people are still stuck in that mindset of, you know what I'm saying, taking something that don't belong to them. And for me, that's what I came upon when I was, you know, saying, going to the motherfucking store. So I know that going up there, I was like, man, shit, I gotta think about where I'm gonna put my bike at, first of all. So I got up there, and it wasn't really no, what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't no, you know, blind spots around the area, nothing like that, you know, where nobody could see and shit. You know, so I tucked it off to the side of the fucking store and whatnot. And so I'm finna get ready to go into the store, and it's this lady. She's sitting on the bench, and she might have been seeming to be, you know, she was outside. She seemed to have already been inside the store and had, you know, she had some bags outside. So I'm guessing she picked up some things. So she was just chilling, waiting on a ride maybe or whatnot. So I simply go over, because I'm thinking to myself, well, I don't know, I'm finna just go in, come right out. I was about to be quick. I wasn't about to be long at all. And I was just thinking to myself like, you know, let me ask this queen. Let me see if I can ask her why she out here, if she don't mind, since she's sitting out here watching my bike for a moment. You know what I'm saying? You know, just me still being a humanitarian, me looking into others to just be like, you know, and that's where energy of mine, like, I'm still starting to, like, I'm still at a point of operating and managing it well to where it's like you don't have to force your energy away into others as though as you know as though as they're going to always, you know what I'm saying, reciprocate the energy of yours being good, because the energy that is of mine, I can manage it and direct it in a way to where I can portray it upon others to, you know what I'm saying, release some of my good energy in order to, you know, see upon the energy of somebody else as in a, you know, a favor upon me. So that just being said, like, me being somebody that had just seen that lady just sitting outside, just, you know, saying she was somebody that just seemed like she was just, you know, waiting for something, and I was just going to I was going to walk up to her and simply ask her if she didn't mind watching my bike for a moment while I was running into the store to go grab something. But the moment I ran up on her, the moment I walked up on her, not ran up on her, excuse me, I walked up on her, nice and polite, and I just simply asked her, hello, how you doing? And the first thing she gave me was, and she was on the phone, by the way. I forgot that. She was on the phone. So even though I seen her on the phone, I still was polite to her. You know, I wasn't aggressive. I wasn't trying to be somebody to just come off as though it's like I was trying to butt in and, you know, force my way into her conversation. I knew I seen her on the phone, but I just simply said, excuse me, how you doing? You know, politely. And the first thing she do is she kind of stares at me with a snarling look, as though like I'm disturbing her. And it just set me back, because it just brought me into a realization and a perspective with our queens out here and women, and how, you know, the lining of one's judgment upon somebody else is heavily sedated upon us all. Seeing that you would see somebody in the first 5 seconds of them walking up on you, and you would already in your head not even want to indulge in any sort of interaction with that person, just strictly off of their disposition around you, just because of the unknowing awareness of this individual, or not knowing who you are, feeling, you know, grasping the concept of, you know, grasping the concept of a stranger, somebody that's you know, somebody that I don't entail to know or care to know. And it put me into that headspace. It put me into that headspace there to see it just like that. It didn't hurt my feelings, not at all, because I come to know how, you know, everything is pretty much energy and how it motions and how it goes. Feelings is nothing more than a programming, you know. So her telling me, you know, her giving me that look, and then as she gave me the look, and I tried to further ask her, you know, politely further ask her what I was gonna ask her, she just simply shooed me away. Like, I'm on the phone, sorry, I can't, you know. She just shooed me away, which is understandable because, you know, she doesn't know me, and she doesn't, you know, saying she was obviously having a phone call with somebody, and she was locked into that, what she was locked into. So it just gave me, you know, I simply just turned my back and walked away, and just, that was it. But, you know, it brought me back. It brought a higher realization to what just took place, though. The fact that, you know, I really, it's so sour. It's a souring effect, you know, that we as human beings we're not given the chance to grow with one another enough, with all of this shit that draws us more down from one another, and all of the agendas put in place to separate us and keep us so locked in our own set ways, to where we can't move out of the ego and move out of selfishness, and seeing one another as, you know what I'm saying, roadblocks that stands between you and something that isn't there. You're facing a roadblock, a forceful roadblock in front of you to, you know what I'm saying, not be able to see what's over the roadblock or what's keeping you back from going forward. You know, growing with one another is a strong thing. And, you know what I'm saying, I know this is just like, I know I'm probably making a whole thing out of nothing. You know, she didn't, but it's just not that, because I'm a person, I haven't been, you know, that was my first time actually back in the real world for a minute, and just going back into the real world again, and just happen to come across a situation like that. It's like I'm seeing the split is heavy as hell. It's heavy. And with a lot of people since last year, to already have had the most greatest separation of ever cultivated to the human race, it's causing people to now not even see each other as, you know what I'm saying, as equally here. You know, knowing that even if I was a man to, you know, even if I was a man who was had that aggressive nature to push forward with a response, or asking of something, you know, if I was that would still would set us back, you know. And that's the thing, you know, it's almost always set up for us to lose. It's never a way, you know, for us to outgrow the separation that we are being placed within now. The world will never be the same like it was years before then. It won't ever be that. It won't ever be the same as it was, because of the fact that now has turned the tables for the collective and the whole, you know, humanization. It's been changed. It's a separating force, where those who can see beyond separation and see that growth and love and coming together is what is most prevalently everything that is, it's those who will see and look out to others to just be like drawn back and to not have that compassion or love to see that in their fellow sister or brother, you know? And she was a melanated queen. She was a queen, you know? And that's what I feel so bad about. I feel sad, not even sad anyway. It's a fucked up situation. These flies everywhere. Damn, bruh. Y'all want to go somewhere else? Y'all all over here. Y'all tripping. Tripping. But, no, matter of fact, they just over there. They want to hear the good word. I feel y'all. I see you up there. You look good today. I love you. And I say it again, I love you. But it's the fact that, what was I at? I was saying that, damn, I done lost my train of thought, man. But what I was trying to say was that we need to grow. We do. And the human race is, we're changing. It's a split. Things are not going to be the same that they once were. Hell, they ain't going to be the same at all. You know? And I'm seeing this shit. And like I said, that's where I was at. My melanated queens. It's so fucked up how they target y'all the most. Because they know that feminine energy is everything. It's everything. It don't get any greater than that. It don't get any greater than how powerful y'all are. And y'all don't get to walk around in that and feel that power that y'all possess. Because they don't want y'all to be as strongful as y'all supposed to be. Y'all are supposed to be superior beyond the level in which you exist in. You're supposed to be on a whole nother level of powerful consumption. I see this. I already know this. I know that women are the gift, and they are the keys that push forth the ascension of this planet. This is already know. This is why I have so much respect for y'all. Just like that queen, I had respect for her. Now, could you think? Now, just think about how ineffective that would have been. Somebody else was in them shoes, wanted to ask a question, and they just, as a melanated brother, or as another man, just being shooed away like a dog or some shit. That probably would have went totally different, where that person would have caught aggression when it had said something in a foul manner, knowing that she wouldn't have deserved that aggression versus him deserving to be shooed away. But it's because of the separation. It's because of how we don't see each other for who we truly are within. And it's not to cast judgment. It's not to even feel bad about it. Because what can you do about it? But keep being you and move forward to speak truth when it's time for you to arise to do so. Even though she was somebody that meant well, and I knew she wasn't who she was doing that. Because nothing provoked her to do it. Nothing provoked her to make a gesture in the way that she did. No aggression, no words of anger or furiousness, nothing like that. So that's the biggest thing for me, is that we need to grow as a people. Because if we don't grow, then we're gonna still be stuck. Yeah.